I'm so excited for today's video. We have to celebrate. We have to celebrate. Why are we celebrating, you may ask? Oh, because an MLM is not being an MLM anymore. I'm so hyped. Today's video. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited right now. First of all, two things we need to discuss. Again, can we talk about this bralette? Cute. I'm in my red era, I think. I'm in my era of like, I want to wear red. A lot. Second of all, we have so much to talk about. I am so excited to discuss today's video, which is the official downfall of the multi-level marketing company, the official announcement over the company not working anymore. So some of y'all are probably clicking on this video because you're like, oh my God, I've heard this company is not being an MLM anymore. So it's bad, okay? It's really bad. Now, many of you are familiar with Seint in a multitude of ways, right? You may know Seint for the infamous TikTok post where it's the TikTok makeup palette that I've actually covered on my channel before, where they had this very interesting customizable palette. A lot of people sadly get sucked into a multi-level marketing company simply because of that damn palette. It's been nothing but frustrating, and I've been personally covering, I think I've been covering Seint since 2020, or if not, I think 2021. I first found it years and years ago when it was way smaller, and I was completely shocked by this company, and I wanted to talk about it ever since. And which is exactly how I think some of you actually might know about Seint, is you might have seen another content creator or myself discuss this for years going on about Seint. I've been yapping about it since I was, I think, around 20-ish. So like I've been going for years at this company. And now we're at a point where the downfall of Seint has officially happened. Can we get a round of applause? I'm beyond excited. We're going to cover the entire downfall, how we've gotten to this point, the really sad reality of how this company is falling apart. And you know, it's educational, juicy drama. Before we hop into today's video though, don't forget to that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell button down below so you'll be notified of every single video I post. Don't forget to check out my second channel, which is so much fun. Also, we have my podcast on Spotify and on the second channel, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. And now let's get into it. Real quickly though, I do want to take a moment to talk about today's sponsor. You're in my bedroom right now, and I have to show you guys, first of all, look how cute. This is so heavenly. But real quickly, before we get into the set and everything else, I need to talk about why I am utterly in love with Parade. So Parade is an absolutely incredible company that offers inclusivity, amazing quality in products, and affordable products. Three things that I think are extremely important when it comes to purchasing underwear, bras, and so much more. And Parade has given me an opportunity to find adorable, comfy sets that I am utterly in love with. So I know many of us have experienced the whole concept of, do I get something that's comfortable or something that's cute? But we do not want to have to choose. I don't like choosing. I think that's annoying, and I'm so excited that I do not have to at all. And another thing that drives me crazy is, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of underwire bras. I will wear them because they're cute, but most of the time, that's not really my go-to. So I'm a big bralette girly, and with this entire set, I am telling you, this is one of the most softest, comfortable, stretchy pieces. Like, I will sleep in this. I will sleep in just this. You don't have to compromise with having something that's absolutely adorable while simultaneously be comfy. This just wins for me. And they have really good sizing, and I was able to find everything matching me perfectly. And also with the thong and underwear, I was able to find the perfect size and get everything just catered to what I needed, which is, thank you so much, Parade. Fit in the fabric of everything, has the most heavenly feel, you guys. Literally, it's one of those things where you don't think you're really wearing anything. Like, it's just comfortable. I also grabbed another bralette that is the most stunning lacy black set that is really so cute. It's a little bit more fun, lacy, but honestly definitely more for like a night out for me. But this is perfect for every day, whenever use, and it's literally adorable. So if you guys want to snag a new set, a new bra, bralette, underwear, whatever you guys are feeling, you guys can go to the link in the description below or pin comment and use the code LANTER50 for 50% off of the entire site. Not including sale, but either way, their sales are incredible too, so you're still getting a really good deal. Thank you so much to Parade for partnering with me on today's video and giving me cute and comfy, and now let's get into it. All right, so let's give a quick backstory on Seint. I'm going to be shoving a ton of different clips from previous videos I've made because I'm trying to build a storyline for you. So Seint, the MLM, has been around for quite some time. Originally, they were known as Mascara, but they rebranded. There was some speculation going on about how allegedly the rebrand was due to a lawsuit that was involved with a former individual who's a part of the MLM that was apparently kicked out for alleged mysterious reasons. From what I was able to hear, the person who was kicked out of the MLM was wrongfully let go, which is, in my opinion, what we see a lot with MLMs, is letting go of people just because they're petty, not because of any legit reasons. Nonetheless, they rebranded to Seint. and they kind of made more of an elevated look to their makeup, which is what you guys have been seeing today with the customizable palettes, the cream-based products, and honestly, all of that looks incredible. Like, gonna be real with you, my main makeup is cream and liquid base. That's genuinely what I stick to most of the time. It's amazing, so I get why people love it. However, it started kind of picking up more during the pandemic when a lot of people were really trying to find an at-home job. I get it. I know so many people have been sucked into MLMs. Years ago, when I was in a vulnerable spot, I almost got sucked into one. Like, it's part of life of people sending you these hey girl messages and you could potentially get pulled in. Pandemic essentially made an uptick in at-home businesses, as they like to call it, and there was a ton of people joining multi-level marketing companies. So that's why we kind of saw a skyrocket in any multi-level marketing companies in general. So with that, a lot of people were really drawn to Seint because it had a very unique perspective with makeup. There's many MLMs who had honestly like very shitty branding and looking products, looked super duper generic, but Seint, as I don't really think it's probably that like life-changing, it had an elevated style and sophisticated look that made it more legit, honestly, which kind of makes sense why people joined it. But people joined the opportunity as an MLM where you buy a starter kit, you get going, and you can either sell the products or recruit. Now, the recruiting is where I've always had the biggest issue with this. So I was able to do my deep dive into this entire company, and I started noticing a lot of consistent top leaders and people who are pushing the company and marketing off to a very naive audience, in my opinion. And with that, I was able to sadly find a lot of hidden trainings. I was able to be sent links from behind the scenes of these Zoom calls that were talking about things that were the exact opposite, actually, of what they shared publicly, which pretty much showed to me that they were marketing off a false reality to everyone else, claiming that you can make lots of money, that you could be really good at this. It's really like not that bad. You just have to work really hard. They would push how you don't have any like sales requirements. You don't have to recruit. You don't have to do any of that. But it was very interesting because from their own promoters' mouths, they would discuss how you were required to recruit. That was a really big aspect of it.
We're serious about this not just being a hobby or a side gig. If you want this to be your career, you have to recruit. And if you want this to be a career, but you're not selling into the 40% commission bracket easily every month, it's not going to likely end up being a lucrative career for you. You go work for corporate America and have a much safer little place to play and get a guaranteed paycheck. Sales are not guaranteed, but our goal is to recruit 500 for 5. And that sounds crazy. And some of you are like, I don't want to do that. You have to do that. Why? Because we cannot control what other people are going to do with this opportunity. And because we can't control it, we cannot recruit 5 people and then hope and pray and wish that those 5 people are as like-minded as we are and that they're going to take the business and run with it. That's a nice thought. I only want to recruit a couple of really, really hard workers. Well, guess what? Sometimes hard workers have other stuff come up and they don't want to do Seint anymore. And then what? All this time has gone by and you haven't recruited anybody else and you have no backup plan and your structure completely crumbles and falls.
And so, you know, me being the nosy ass I am, I was like, great, I'm going to show this to the world because more people need to see it. So I was one that was very like involved and I got noticed by the company. Like they had to block a certain site that they made for promoters from the public because I talked about it after a certain point, in my opinion. They had it to where allegedly they were sending gifts to top leaders because I discussed them, and apparently they wanted to give them some support even though I was giving commentary on the information they posted on their pages, but whatever. They would do retreats and free vacations that they would give to the promoters for what we could see. It was just an entire mess. There was lots of things that they would push, like the free trips, good makeup, really good incentives, and so much more. So one of the things that popped up when it comes to this MLM is they would talk so much about income. And now I kind of want to dive into a few of the problems, how I think honestly is ultimately led to the downfall of this MLM. So first thing we need to talk about is the income disclosure statement. I want to quickly show some patterns with the income disclosure statement from 2020 to 2022, which is their most recent one. So an income disclosure statement is pretty much like a fun way of them saying, hey, here's how much money you can make or how much money people are making right now according to each rank. And that's kind of it. Some people don't look at that necessarily because, you know, they're like, well, there's a possibility for anything. But when we look at the actual reality of a possibility to make money in an MLM, 90% or more lose money or make nothing. In my opinion, highly misled. But 2020 income, let's look at one of their better years allegedly from what we could see. They had a total of 5,247 artists that were at the first rank ever. This is average annualized income. The average high was 1,365. That's shit. Low is 0. Average is 69. $69. So high is $1,365, low is 0. The average was $69. For an entire year of doing constant Zoom calls, trying to recruit people, trying to promote a bunch of makeup, that's a lot of effort to be doing for practically for free. So yeah. Next rank, the high was 17,820, the low was 0, the average was 890. Even still in the second rank, insane. Average for an entire year of $890, and in my opinion, that's being generous. And not including taxes, how much you actually have to spend on a starter kit or any other products that you need to purchase, that is bad. Now let's go to the 2021. Usually you would hope with a growing business that you would have better numbers because we don't really have any good changes in numbers. Going from 2020 to 2021 is, yeah, this is bad. They kind of grew a little bit. They have 4,725 artists on rank 1 and 9,895 on rank 2. But we look at the income, it's still dog shit. The high for the lowest rank is $592 for the year, low is 0, average is $79 for the entire year. That is bad. Again, now we have a little bit of a pickup. Looks like someone got lucky. $38,401 for the highest in 2021, low is $1, average is $1,025, not including taxes, because if you make a certain amount, you have to pay taxes on that. Still not good. Still not a good benefit. Breaking that down in over 12 months. Oh my God. Again, even going up to average 5,183 for the average on the third rank is still shit. That's still not good. But you know, let's see if we have a progress in 2020. Ooh, that's not looking good. So they had 49% people all of a sudden on artist 1. They had 13,000 people at this rank. High was 874. The low was 0. The average was $51. Woof. 62,781. That is a jump. However, the low is still 0. So the average is 944. Still bad, y'all. Next rank again. The high, $943,000. The low was 118. The average was 8,933. 8,933, in my opinion, is probably pretty damn high according to what you actually should expect. Either way, these are some pretty bad numbers. And all we saw, in my opinion, was there weren't a crazy amount of people that were, it wasn't like a crazy growing company. I would expect significantly high numbers, in my opinion, for a company that is advancing, growing, and recruiting people well. So honestly, I'm wondering, with looking at how much that they were pulling in, looking at how much they were changing in the last several years, I'm wondering if after a while, the company realized that it wasn't that really beneficial, nor were they really growing in it. And honestly, it does make sense to me if a company were to decide to cut off the MLM side before it crashes and burns. There's some companies that want to really hold on, Monet, but there's many other companies who like to get rid of it before it gets worse. And I think that's probably what happened. Now, another reason that I think this could fall down is because of conversation and talk. I think now there's a lot of MLMs that are getting aired out far more than they used to be. In the past several years, I do think that has had an impact on how people are joining these MLMs and also how they're leaving them. You know, if you talk about something and it pops up on your phone, I do think that if you talk about certain things, certain stuff will pop up in your search, your For You page, on your YouTube recommended, etc. This has happened to me all the time. And I do believe that if you talk about Seint enough, you're going to start getting recommended content that's pro and anti-Seint, pretty much pro MLM and anti-MLM. And you're going to start noticing and getting curious, you know? And another thing I notice is when someone talks about a top leader, a company, people get nosy and curious and they click and they watch. And after a while, some people start realizing, wait, shit, those red flags that creator talked about, they're happening with me. Oh my God. And they start kind of waking up to the reality of how things are happening. Now, not everyone wakes up to the reality of MLMs, as sad as that may be, but I do think that the conversation and openness about multi-level marketing companies has impacted the way that companies like this have been able to grow. For example, I'm actually going to be covering Monet here soon. Monet, whatever the hell you want to call it, the hair care company. It is really falling apart. And I think one of those examples is because of the conversation right now of this company. After so many people across the internet, thousands of people covering your company and talking about how shitty it is, a lot of people are going to either way not want to purchase it just as a customer or not want to join it in general, or will leave after a while because they realize it's not doing good for them. I think that's honestly exciting for me to see, and we're noticing that with more well-known companies. But again, the cycle is going to restart when a brand new company comes out. Not many people know it and will join it out of pure naiveness. Once that's talked about so much, I think that will help the cycle of cutting them down. You know, there's people that are going to be stuck in the brainwashing, which, speaking of, let's also talk about the leadership in these companies. I think as well, the way that some of these companies fall apart is their leadership, when it is a CEO or also the people who are the top leaders of the company. I can't tell you how many times I have been DM'd discussing about any MLM in general, and I've had people talk about the verbal abuse that they have received and experienced because of their top top leaders or upline. It is in my opinion, insane cult how they treat their downline. These people will go to Zoom calls every week. They will have to report to their upline, even though they claim it's their own business. They will report to their upline. They also have to keep rank, otherwise it will piss off their upline and it will hurt everyone else. It's a very, very overwhelming, scary situation that happens. And it's also, like, in my opinion, very similar to a toxic relationship of how verbally abusive some of these leaders could be. Again, I am not pinpointing at any specific leader. I am only just saying in general, this is a pattern I've noticed. And I think that's why after a while, this just wasn't working as good. Another thing I wanted to point out that I actually kind of found out as I was editing this video is there's a lot of allegations out right now in comments and in videos that I'm seeing on TikTok all over claiming that there was some alleged cattiness and bullying in the company. There's some claims that Kara Brooke was the individual who has started it, the CEO, you name it. There's been allegations that she was prioritizing certain people because she liked them more, or how she was favoring certain people, mistreating others, not actually engaging with people when they had real legit concerns, and so much more. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I discussed how this company is not going to be an MLM anymore, and I want to talk about the announcement, the reactions of everyone, and how this can happen to anyone. So the original company announcement was posted on Seint, and it says, Seint transitions artist program to an enhanced affiliate model. So real quickly, if y'all don't know what that is, the MLM is pretty much where you can make money off of selling products. You can also make money off of recruiting people. Affiliate, though, is where, like, if I'm literally talking about a product and I'm like, hey, there you go, this is the link to my product, and if I make commission, then that's an affiliate link. Affiliate companies, affiliate marketing, that's not inherently bad at all. So this is a good change in my opinion. Seint takes great pride in being a company that places our incredible products and the beauty they bring to people's lives at the forefront of everything we do. We are incredibly grateful for our community's commitment to recognizing, embodying, and spreading beauty through the world. After careful consideration and with a heartfelt commitment to our mission and values, we are excited to share important news that signifies a major milestone in our journey together. Effective October 1st, 2024, Seint is transitioning from a direct selling model to an enhanced affiliate commission structure and program. So what this means, artists will no longer receive compensation for recruiting or team building efforts. Instead, they will be exclusively rewarded through our affiliate program based on their dedication to sales and exceptional customer service. Yeah, my God, I have been yapping about this for years. This is why I think MLMs are dog shit. You can do stuff like this and literally benefit people by their sales and growth by just selling products. I don't give a fuck about. That's great. Do it. I love that for you. Recruiting people and setting that up into a system that is statistically meant to fail you is unethical and wrong. I'm so glad they're getting rid of this. Most of our artists currently only sell to customers without building teams of their own. For this group, the overall changes will be minimal, but are expected to provide even greater rewards for their efforts right away. Cool. Compensating people for selling and marketing off your products for free? I think it's a good idea. To support this transition, Seint is providing a 3-month period for artists to align their business strategies toward maximizing sales opportunities. So that's pretty much, from what I can see, is apparently saying, hey, if you're someone who recruits a lot and has a downline and your income is from a downline, you probably are going to need to find a way to base it off of strictly sales, and that's it. Good luck. And that's problematic because there's people who have built their livelihoods, they're like paying for their big ass houses and everything off of being in an MLM and depending on that MLM to still exist. And we're seeing that happen with top leaders who are like, fuck, my, mansion in the hills is not going to get paid for anymore because I don't have a downline with Seint. What am I going to do? It says, why the change? It aligns with our vision, values, and marking a pivotal shift towards our goals. It enhances focus on delivering exceptional beauty products that inspire confidence and happiness. It simplifies the commission structure, allowing for earning potential based on sales and impact in promoting Seint products, which is really funny because they say allowing for earning potential based on sales and impact in promoting products. It's like fascinating because I'm like, are you admitting then that that the commission wasn't based on just sales, mainly sales? It was based off of recruitment. Are you indirectly admitting that the main moneymaker was recruitment based for people building a team? Anyways, empowers community members with flexibility to independently manage their growth. Seint is proud to offer one of the highest commission rates in the industry for an affiliate program, ranging from 25 to 45% commissions on sales and providing a bonus pool for qualifying sales levels, further boosting earning potential by allowing them to share the overall sales growth of the company. I have no issue with that. If you want to offer a high percentage in commission, commission. I think that's sick. Kick out the like recruiting aspect and the MLM structure of it all. I love this. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I know I'm super, like for me personally, I'm not one who likes to buy from an MLM, but if you change and if you're not an MLM anymore, then like I'm interested then in supporting your company. If you're gonna make ethical changes, that's good. That's what we want. I didn't like you when you were an MLM. I'll sure as hell like you then if you're not an MLM. Okay, so I just caught this while I was actually looking into their additional information about the affiliate program, and all I gotta say is most affiliate programs do not require this. I am shocked. I was scrolling through all their information about the affiliate program and if there were any like, you know, requirements or anything that mimicked an MLM, and I caught that it looks like they were going to require people to spend close to $35 to $50 just to get started. That is bullshit. I've never seen an actual legit affiliate company or marketing opportunity require you to pay. And that's actually something I've warned people against, because no affiliate company should be charging you anything that sounds like a scam, in my opinion. Any other time that that's happened, I've always been like, that's a scam, and never have touched it. Like to know it has never required that. Amazon storefront never required that. Any good affiliate company is not going to say you have to spend money up front as a starter fee. So yeah, hell no. I do think there's a lot of damage that has been done though, so again, not for me, but I think this is better moving forward, and I think people can actually try a product then if it is that incredibly good, and they're not going to have the whole MLM shit lingering over them or being scared that they're going to get DM'd from the person that they bought from saying, hey girl, I have this business opportunity. But why is this such a really big problem for the people who used to be in the company? Well, for those who actually had a pre-established income, had a heavy downline, were making a lot of money, they are kind of fucked right now and are making transitions.
If you follow the MLM market space, then you know that Seint dropped a massive bombshell last night on all of its artists. As of October 1st, Seint will be dropping the direct sales model and operate solely as an affiliate-based company. This is devastating for everyone who has worked so hard to build their team. Fortunately, I never focused on a team and have always used just a commission-based model.
Hey, so I wanted to hop on here real quick. I am out on break, and I just wanted to say that I've been seeing a lot of things about the company Seint, who is now, starting October 1st of 2024, cutting down their business and commissions.
Hi guys, gonna try my best not to cry, which isn't going well, but yeah, Seint dropped some news on us last night. Basically they are dissolving the artist program October 1st, meaning it's switching from artist program to affiliate link, which is all fine and dandy, except for I have a very small customer base and I don't know if I will be able to keep up with the sales quota that they are putting in place. So that being said, thank you to those who have reached out. I love you. I will try my best to get back to you. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet, because this company, the makeup, the program literally has my heart. Like, it has literally changed my life. I would not be the person I am today without it.
Why the concept of you're building your own business in an MLM is bullshit is quite literally because of this. They go on saying that you can build your own business. This is your ticket to freedom. You can have time freedom, financial security. What happens when this does? It is a frequent occurrence, sadly. I've seen many MLMs shut down, like just randomly, just for shits and gigs. Like, well, we're not going to do this anymore. Bye. What? Like, they want to talk about how they treat people so well and they're wanting to make sure that we're all good to go. This also, to me, signifies how that original idea was not that good to begin with. They talk about it's a revolutionary opportunity, but then now they're shutting it down. If it was that revolutionary and incredible, then why would it be shut down in the first place? And that gives me the illusion that they were just, blowing smoke up everyone's asses. But that's just my opinion. Also, I think it's super because there are people who, again, I'm not loving the way that they make money, okay? But the richer top leaders who make a living off of this, who have quit their 9-to-5s, who don't do this stuff anymore, now they have to figure out something else to do, which I can't even imagine how scary that is, because they only are giving a grace period of around 3 months. You got 3 months to figure out where you're gonna make money, that much in fact, to keep up with all the bills, because some of these top leaders have large homes, built homes even, that are incredibly high mortgages. Some of these people bought luxury cars, some of these people have trips and like other things that they pay for, assistance, other stuff that they can exist. They've even gone on yapping about how they've retired their husbands, so that way no one had to work like that again. Now what? That is so terrifying. Also, another point that I want to make that I caught additionally while looking over the affiliate program is I was checking out the monthly personal sales requirements, because they have options for you to, quote, rank up in their affiliate program and earn more. And then it kind of got me thinking, and I was like, wait a minute, if all these other top leaders and upline Blends, who were formerly in Seint and are now leaving the company, they claim that all of their money was made off of mainly sales, and their team even, it was mainly sales. So my question is, if nothing drastically is changing and you can still make a shit ton of money, then why are you leaving? So that makes me honestly wonder if they were lying and they are moving to an MLM because they know their main money maker is going to be off of recruitment. Because why the hell would you leave then if you were claiming all along that it was from sales and sales alone? Then this wouldn't impact you. In my opinion, that's because they were full of shit. They were lying to you on social media. The big leaders like Cat Fairchild and so much more were making a bunch of bullshit up, in my opinion, to make you think that they were making money strictly off of sales, when I'm sorry, it sounds to me that it's because they are losing their massive commission checks from a massive downline. This is why I will never listen to someone who goes on and says that this is the best ticket out of the matrix or the 9-to-5 world. Bullshit. I know anything could happen with 9-to-5s. I completely get that, but I'm just telling you right now, an MLM is not sound success if you're dependent on a team to help you pay your bills, a team that's constantly recruiting more people. In my opinion, that's crazy if that's what's happening for you. But then also, now you have to find an entirely new dream opportunity, which is what a lot of them are doing. Now, I need you guys to comment down below and let me know, would you be interested in a deep dive on this? I actually talked about this company years ago, but I would love to revamp it and make a far better one. But they are moving, and many of them are moving to pharmacy, but specifically Oliveda, I believe is the name. Whatever, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, whoopsies, I'll figure that out later. But this is Oliveda, whatever. It involves olives, okay, damn. But this is the company a lot of them are jumping ship and leaving to, that they're claiming is the next big business opportunity. Many people from the downfalling Monet is also going over to Oliveda as well. So this is what is happening, is they are now going, the rich people who had an option, an opportunity, are now desperately scrambling to, from what we could see, get their downlines to transfer over to Oliveda. And we are going to see a lot of people who are formerly a part of Seint now claiming, oh my God, I'm making ranks that I've never hit before, money I've never made before, and they're having crazy success because their downline is moving over. Having thousands of people sign up under you in a matter of a month is going to be a ton of money very quickly. Okay. So like when you see all this, please know that is very typical if you are able to get people to move over. Not everyone else that's moving over though has a massive downline to be able to do that with, but that's what we are pretty much seeing. And so now there's going to be a new growth and revamp of another company. When one door closes, another window opens. When one shitty company, an MLM, closes, a new one is available to you. This is what we're just going to see. It's a very toxic reality and cycle that I am noticing. And it bothers me because it's that new hype of a company. A bunch of people are going to join thinking that this is better. This company will take care of you. And it's awful because a lot of people are going to figure out this is a new compensation plan. This is a whole different ball game. Who knows if it's actually going to be that good of a company? And most of these MLMs, as I've seen, have structures that are incredibly unethical, do not actually benefit you, and only benefit the top 1%. You are not getting properly compensated. You are not getting treated in the way that you should. And you have a better opportunity at a 9-to-5 or starting up your own small business than doing this. It's incredibly frustrating to see, but in the end, I am happy that a company has fallen apart, but now we have a new one that is picking up progress, and I think we need to be aware of that. So comment down below if you guys would be interested in a deep dive with that company. We have people that are influencers joining that, which is, oh God, it's rough, but that is the official downfall of Seint. From pushing a bunch of bullshit for years through the pandemic, going on about an incredible opportunity, to now it is not going to be existing anymore. I am really still annoyed with the way that Seint has treated people, in my opinion, but I am happy that they're making changes. I'm just hoping that it stays that way and they don't switch back, but that's just what I have for you now. So that was it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to check out today's sponsor parade in the description below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.